Hey guys, Azir bringing you another video. Welcome back to a Challenger Spectate. Today we are watching Rank 1 EU West MagiFelix, one of the gods of solo queue. He is the same guy that has held, I think it was 5 Challenger accounts at the same time in 5 different roles. Because a lot of people always think Tyler 1 was the first person to get Challenger in each role. He definitely wasn't, but MagiFelix was... Also, MagiFelix did it a few years before that, but the bigger thing is he actually held the Challenger accounts at the same time also, which, yeah. He's also at the moment around 2,000 LP in EU West, which a lot of people are saying is a big reason why the LP gains are mucked up on this server. Because, in essence, you know, 2,000 LP in Challenger is... You know, that's several more ranks down the line. If you take, like, from Platinum 4 to Platinum 1, that's 400 LP of width. Platinum 4 to 3 to 2 to 1, that's 400 LP. He's 2,000 LP in Challenger alone. That's the problem when you're this far ahead. It can muck things up. And obviously, yes, if you missed the first live gameplay I recorded, I am in the new place. It's a work in progress. The mic might not sound perfect because I don't have any sound deadening up at the moment. So hopefully you guys don't mind that too much. It is going to be a little bit of a work in progress. Anyway, we're watching Burb. I tend to like bird champions apparently. And I've always in the back of your mind been like, should I look to play Azir? Because, you know, I like Anivia, I like Swain, and obviously Azir is another bird champion. So we're going to watch this game, and I will say, full transparency, we're probably going to watch a display this game, if you can catch my drift. This is a Challenger game, 2,000 LP. So in theory, you'd think all these players are amazing. You know, there's not going to be a true stomp. Well, let's watch the game and find out. Because if there are insane stomps in this kind of rating, they can happen at all ratings. That is something that I think a lot of people don't get is, you know, oh, in my silver games, there's stomps. I bet people don't go 0-10 or something like that in high rating. Yes, they do. 100% they do. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So the thing with Azir, again, he's one of those high skill, high reward champions that he isn't the easiest to play. He's one of the harder champions to play because you're maintaining auto-attacking from not your own body sometimes, with also positioning yourself in a good way just in case you then need to pivot with your Q and E and stuff like that. So he's a bit awkward in that sense. When you get used to him though, you probably can become very good at this champion. It's why this champion is notorious for being nerfed at crazy low win rates, because the average player can't do very well with him. But high rating players, challenger players, pro players can completely take over. Again, he got nerfed at a 44% win rate. That's the very famous one that has always been like, overall win rates never mean that much. But yeah, thank you much, Real Ronis. Appreciate it. But so far, farming okay. Nothing crazy. But obviously in this game, pretty standard comps. The only big outlier I would say is a bit of a weird one is Skarner. But obviously I've not played of much of the new patch because of the weekend that I've just had. Maybe Skarner's really good now. I genuinely do not know. Ornn and Shen, they both make sense for me to be like they're back in the game. I think the Shen, people can correct me. I am streaming right now. Maybe you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Toby 4, I think he's the Shen one-trick player in Challenger, but I could be wrong. And people have said, was MagiFelix ever a pro player? He was, I believe, but he was never given like a great team, I think is what I've been told before, because I've never been into pro play massively for like 7-8 years. He was in kind of like a lower tiered pro team. So yeah, he's never had that kind of like teammates that are at his same level. And obviously it is worth knowing pro play and solo queue are vastly different. Just because he's one of the gods of solo queue doesn't mean he could walk into pro play and be amazing as well. He'll be good, there's no doubt about that. But you're limited, you know, there are certain things that are very different. Solo queue is more about winning your own lane and using your mechanical skill to sometimes take over. Pro play, yeah, is about mechanics, but there's a lot more macro in there as well. Lurker36, thanks so much for the 9 months with Prime. Says 9 months, woohoo, loving the new space. Thank you so much, man. Again, we'll be sorting all of this out pretty soon. Like behind me, I did it just very rough to have some things on display. I'll be changing this box because that's a bit more prominent, and probably this box because that's a bit more prominent as well. So I'm going to change a few things up probably later today for tomorrow. And yeah. So Mr. Bossy looked it up. He's a one-trick player. He's currently in Grandmaster. But yeah, that is the player that I think I've been thinking of. He's normally Challenger. He's in Grandmaster right now. That's fine. So Viego still in the game. That doesn't surprise me. Ezreal, Kai'Sa, Bard, Renata, Orianna. Some people actually did say that Orianna could make a bit of a comeback again. Because she just never suited the burst meta entirely. She's better at playing slow and more methodical, and that's what this new patch has introduced. Yes, there still is burst damage, but there is slower team fights that are skill based, and that's where Orianna is. That's her world. That's Orianna's domain, is skill based team fights. Am I wearing a McLaren shirt? Yes, I am. It's a Lando Norris McLaren shirt. Let's not talk about Monaco. That was awful. That was a terrible race. But anyway, farm is really good. 56, or about 57 farm at 6 minutes. Bit of trading going on, you know. Both Ori and Azir looking to trade as much as they can. Felix has yet to use any... Oh no, he's teleported back. So he has used potions. He's just not burning through them actively. Danny is... Danny, I read Danny in chat. And then Orianna has burnt through all of her 3 corrupting potions. So she'll have to go back pretty soon if she gets it any lower. She'll have to be careful. Skarner's killed Dragon by himself. So Dragon's still pretty easy to kill. Obviously, Baron is the thing that's a lot harder to kill. Naturally. So Baron is tankier and does more damage. It's the same as towers. If you've noticed, you're getting killed by towers a lot quicker. Towers do a lot more damage and they are tankier. So yeah, they're a bit more scary, which I like. I think it was actually pathetic how weak towers were before, but now they actually are scary, and that's good. Into the flash, has Orianna's flash too, was looking for this because Renata was coming for a gank, but you know, Renata's never going to give you that big boom straight away. But that's a flash for flash. Some pressure. This is the first big moment we've seen in mid lane. That will get Orianna out of lane, and she has not got teleport yet. So just to say, if you're forced out of your lane when you don't want to go back, a lot of the time that means your wave is never in a good position. Notice how Orianna has stayed here, and that's exactly why. Because if she actually went back, she'd be missing all of this farm. And in Challenger, that's a disaster to lose a lot of farm. She doesn't want to lose that, so she's actually risking staying at very low health. So then she can position the lane to then be neutral in mid, and then she'll go back, thus not missing that much. Big fight up in top lane. Shen goes, oh, nice taunt by Shen. Gets the Bard, who was a little bit cocky. Azir's not got much. Oh my god, the Shen survived. Not much mana. And now Viego's also in the area. Viego, with then everybody else, going to beat down on the Skarner, and another kill there for Azir. So 101, well, first kill actually for Azir. 101, 79 farm. So instead of going back, even though he had basically no mana, that's where the strength of sometimes Azir is. If you can just make sure with 40 mana you can get a soldier out or a couple soldiers out, that's a lot of your strength is your soldier auto attacks. So yeah, for Orianna, she got bullied out of lane, low health. I'm just going to have to go back. Felix on the Azir. I have the confidence. I can go top and actually help my team and turn that fight, because that originally was a 3v1 on Shen, and then it turned into a 4v3 onto the enemy team. So that's really good. So evenish farm now in mid lane. Felix probably will be a little bit ahead after he gets most of this, if not all. Probably at this level he does get all of it. Of course he does. So yeah, the game is just going very nice. I might, by the way, play a Shen game pretty soon. I love Shen. He was my most played champion last season. And I do think he could maybe be a winner of this patch with tank meta coming back a bit. But, you know, Shen has that bruiser tank aspect, not just pure tank. I think he could be quite good. Obviously, the Toby 4 one-trick guy, he's taking Ignite. I'm still a little bit on the fence if I'd actually want to take Ignite or not. But we'll see. So I might not. We did just see a little bit of a glimpse, I think, there of Skarner or somebody in the river. And I think Felix spotted that and walked away. Go back to mid, go back to safety, which is the good thing to do. So, you know, nothing mad has happened yet. It's well, all big in. Okay, lovely combo. Viego nearby, into the flash, into the kill. Skarner and Bard in the area, so, you know, the enemy team were trying to stop this happening. Look at the damage from Azir. It's not bad already. Viego going in. Oh, gets ulted. Renata ultimate perfectly done. Into getting the health. Oh, does die in the end. Bard kills Bard. Always looks weird when that happens with Viego. But still not bad. For 1 death, 3 enemies died. A really clean combo ult by MagiFelix there. Just perfect. You know, it's just very... when it looks easy... and it's not an easy champion, it just shows how good the player is. Like, absolutely fantastic. So, good to see. And also, a 1v1 kill for Ezreal on Kai'Sa. Wow, that's actually not bad at all. No idea if, obviously, Ezreal has strength. Not sure. He might not. In the hands of a good player, Ezreal's always quite strong. But, and, you know, everyone in this game is Grandmaster or Challenger, probably. So, I'd imagine the Ezreal's pretty good. And again, the reason for that is Ezreal obviously is both skill shots and auto attacks. And a lot of the time, not as good players only focus on one of the two. Meanwhile, Orianna, by the way, is going for a roam on top. 3v1 situation, and she will go down. Oh, sorry, the Shen will go down. But yeah, so not as good players on Ezreal go, I'm just going to use my Q and spells, or I'm just going to auto attack, which that one's rarer. The really good Ezreals integrate both of them, thus actually maximizing the champion, as it were. Rift Herald being used mid. Yeah, Ezreal's a great champion. I do like him a lot. Big play gonna look to happen. Into the combo. Does get stunned up. Kill for Viego. Bard is standing in. Azir soldier goes down. He did, by the way, block the Rift Herald, which is good. But arguably, you could say that Bard ultimate may have been better to protect them than the tower. Possibly. This should, by the way, this pressure of having all this territory should translate into Hex Dragon. Should. Weird death has to be said by Renata. Should get that plate. Does get that plate. And Viego... oh, Skarner flashes on Azir. Tanks it, does the Viego, which is good. And that gives another kill to MagiFelix. So there we go. Very, very good. So far, it's just very clean. It's all precise. It's all on purpose. And that's probably like an underestimated thing that a lot of pit players don't get. Everything that he's doing is on purpose. He's not just a lot of the time winging it. There are little background plans that are going on for pretty much all of these players, that they're planning things a little bit ahead. And that could just be 30 seconds ahead, but they're having a plan. I'm going to push this, then go there. I'm going to do that, then do this. There's a little plan in place, and that's what a lot of the time makes it look easy. 8-second Ambler. There will not be any main account action today because I've actually got to deal with a bed delivery after I record this video. The bed, we've not had a bed for 3 nights, so that's been fun. But yeah, the bed is actually apparently here pretty soon, so I'll be dealing with that after this. And yeah, so it is going to be a little bit patchy, obviously, the streams for the next few days now that I'm officially back. Hopefully you guys don't mind that too much, but I'm going to say by next Monday, I will be, a week today, I'll be fully operational. But tomorrow should be a full-length stream. Friday will be a full-length stream. Those are the only 2 full-length streams probably this week. Saturday as well, maybe. That should probably be a full-length stream too. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Captain Pinguino, 9 months of Prime, says, hard to keep track of Prime, but I'll keep coming back. Great content. Thank you so much, dude. Thanks for throwing the Prime. Appreciate any Primes if people have them available. Always a pleasure to, well, thank you for doing it. Yeah, it means the absolute world. So thank you. So that, by the way, didn't translate into a Hex Dragon because there was like all pressure going on for around the mid. So yeah, only 1 dragon done. That was a Skarner. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes for that again pretty soon because this Skarner did solo it earlier. Oh my god, the perfect Azir ult. Literally perfect range. It didn't even look like it was in range to hit the Ori. That would have been pixel perfect. Oh, it's just so clean. Everything about it is so clean. There you go. Skarner's taking the dragon. He does look to prioritize them, so there's that. God, it's just mad. Absolutely mad. It's just so good. I obviously, I'm never going to get to MagiFelix's level, clearly, but just a glimpse of it would be nice. Like, the only champion that I'd say there's maybe a glimpse of, I'm not even close to this level on it, but there's a glimpse, is my Anivia. That's probably it. Like, it's just crazy. So what I would say, as a little bit of help from you guys, if you guys don't mind, for the question of the day, because I've not been much into playing League over the last few days, I'm not that onto... I don't know who's good, who's bad in the new patch. So I'm going to do a few Challenger Spectates over the next week. Obviously, with moving in, it's hard to record a lot of stuff. So Challenger Spectates are easy content for me to do. If you guys can just name some champions that are like, Huz, you should watch that champion. They're really strong now. That would be amazing. So if you could leave some suggestions of champions that you, let's say, have won this patch, we can watch them and see like how they have won. My Ezreal is clean. My Ezreal's not bad when I used to play more of it. I haven't played Ezreal in a really long time, actually. But yeah, my Ezreal used to be good, so you must be a fairly old viewer to remember my Ezreal. Because that was at least a few years ago. But yeah. So second item, this might interest some people, by the way. Banshee's second item. So the reason for that is to basically give an Azir, like, well, it's against Skarner, clearly. So he can't just ult you, flash ult. He can't do that. And he can't just get picked by an Orianna, get like span around and then into a Skarner ult. He'd avoid one of them. But yeah, I will be doing some viewer spectates, yes. I'll be kind of trying to catch up with them as well. For sure, for sure. Alright, so Skarner misses the Q, does Ronaldo, unfortunately. Skarner looking aggressive. He flashes for it. Hasn't used his ulti, has used it now. Renata ultimate over the top completely negates anything that the enemy team can do during the Skarner ultimate, by the way. Thanks, John. Appreciate it, man. And Coda is saying, you know, building Liandry. So I will just mention, it does look really nice flash into the thing. Very nice. Legendary 806 Azir. Liandry's does seem to be the thing to go on most mid laners because of the nature of the patch. When everybody's resistances... Not bad. Azir gets another kill. When everyone's resistances has gone up and when everybody's health has gone up, what is the thing that benefits that is percentage health damage. That is a key thing. So something like a Liandry's that is dealing, what is it officially dealing? 12% bonus magic to damage based on the target's bonus health. You're going to, and then Torment, blah, 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 it's percentage health. So that's probably why you're going to start seeing a lot more Liandry's. Skarner is struggling, as you can see, actually killing and just turns the fight around. Not bad, by the way, mix between Renata and Azir, because Renata's W is a attack speed steroid and Azir naturally benefits from that. So that's pretty good. But yeah. And yeah, Azir is a DPS champion. Kinda. Well, here's the thing. You need to update your minds, because years ago, Azir was a DPS champion, built Liandry's. That's what he did. The last couple of years, you would have probably seen most Azirs by Ludens. The reason for that isn't because it's an Azir thing. That was the meta thing. The meta was burst. Every mage, every champion built their build towards burst because that's what you had to do. Azir's gone back to what he originally is. He's a Liandry with then Ryleys to slow people to get more attacks on them and do DPS, damage per second, not burst. So you're actually seeing champions who are designed for DPS going back to that style, which to me is good, because these champions were designed to do DPS, not burst, but the meta forced them to do things that they never did. You know, when Azir is doing as much burst as a Fizz, that's not right, because Azir's not a burst champion. Fizz is a burst champion, clearly. That's where the weirdness has been in the last couple of years, which a lot of people just didn't really seem to get. Maybe if they were newer to the game, they just never played in the old style, they just didn't really get it. But you are starting to see the shift back that we always used to have, which is good. I love it. It makes me happy, because it's actual game design of what these champions were designed to do. It's making them go back to what they're actually designed to do in the first place. So yeah. All right, so Dragon is coming up again. It's Infernal, by the way. Renata, bit of an odd stopwatch, has to be said. Don't know why you'd waste that. That's 650 gold value just gone. Azir coming over from the side. Dragon is coming up pretty soon. Skarner in the area. They've moved that back because that came on default and now it's not. So yeah, Infernal Dragon's up. Has caught out positioning, potentially. Into a nice ulti, gets everybody off him. Has his own tower for safety as well. Shen TPing or whatever the hell did... Wait, how did Shen get there? He hasn't got TP. I'm so confused. Apparently I missed something. Oh no, he Shen ulted. That's why. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Magifelix gets another kill. Viego taking over the Kai'Sa, jumping into the enemy base. And now they're going to be breaking everything open. 10:06 Azir, 180 farm. Everything has just been so clean. When, again, here's the thing. Everything is so clean, but a lot of people watching this may kind of go, it's nothing crazy special. And that's the point. That's fine. It doesn't have to be crazy special. It's just consistently clean. I think I potentially hear some banging going on, so the bed might be here. Queen Pleb's probably dealing with it, so I'll go and help after we're done. I think there's only a minute or so left of this game. Anyway, Azir gonna go back? Maybe. How much gold does he have? He has got... Oh, we've just broken it badly. Oh, no. Oh, I'm very sorry, everybody. At least we're near at the end of the game. Everything just broke from by me pressing X, which is normally the key to see what the gold is. It's all broken. At least I didn't do this earlier. Oh, God. And yeah, Average Tea Drinker also just pointed out the core rule of always be farming. He doesn't stop farming. Obviously, unfortunately, it looks like this might be frozen, by the way, now. So unless if I close it and reopen it. Okay, we've got it back. Oh, it's now fixed. I can now do it. There you go. So he's gone 12.8k gold, 8.6. He's over 4,000 gold of his own lane opponent. That's like a lot of the gold difference is the Azir. But yeah, so going for Death Cap next item, by the way. Which is pretty good for the old DPS damage. Rito, please fix. Yeah. Riot's never cared too much about their spectate, unfortunately. There's a play being happening here. Because Skarner's waiting around here a bit too long. A bit too long. Alright, here we go. Play potentially is coming. Viego looking for it. Misses. Big auto over the top. Enemy team. Here we go. Here's the engage. Misses it. Ezreal over the top. Big damage and slow. Renata ult. Doesn't hit too much, unfortunately. Shen ult coming over into the Viego. Azir not here yet. Viego goes down. That's not good. Big damage on Ori. Ornn looking aggressive. Nothing major. Ooh, nice knockup by Ornn into the Bard ult, which then should give time. Does give time. He flashes into an amazing ult that blocks, and now the enemy team are on the back foot. Ooh. That's harsh. And this is probably the chokehold of death. Hey, Star. And now, yeah, Azir with his increased range, auto-attacking over, legendary 1207. One's going that way, one's under the tower, surrounded from both sides. Magifelix double kill. But apparently someone has escaped. How has someone escaped? Oh, hello. There she was. What? She triple kill. 1407 Magifelix. Everything's clean, everything's on purpose, and he's paying more attention than I am, apparently, too. So yeah, that Kai'Sa was in bushes and then used, I guess, the stealth mechanic just to kind of wiggle away. But there we go. That is it. That is the game. That is rank 1 EU West. It's just so clean. It's amazingly clean. But if you guys did enjoy, please do throw a like on it, throw a comment, throw a subscribe. Obviously, again, let me know what champions you want me to do spectates of, and that would be great. But I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Call down the reckoning to bring back hope and peace. Restore our glory to live forever. Bring down the dark regime. I know how to unleash eternal power.